What's up? Welcome back to the Reality Kingdom. We put the real reality or whatever. Period. We're joined by the royal court because we are about to be talking about Survivor 50 again, baby. Woo! Yeah. Last week we had a hoot and a holler last week, y'all. Like in a bad way, maybe in a good way. It depends how you feel. So if y'all haven't seen us create our cast of Survivor Second Chances, first of all, when you're done with this, go watch that.
We were literally a chaotic tribe of 6.
Yes, it was giving live tribal.
Literally. And what we came up with in the end, I'm actually very proud of. I think that cast would eat. I think it would feed villages all across the world. Honestly, yes. How we got there was kind of a mess, kind of a disaster. But who wouldn't want to watch that cast that we drafted of New Eras?
Yeah, we ate that. There were some haters, but if you don't have no haters, you're not doing something right. So
period.
We did it right. But today we are going to be breaking down the 3 tribes of Survivor 50. So this is going to be really fun. Let's hop into it. The fuck? Is there anything else I need to say? How y'all feeling? Y'all okay?
I'm good.
It's a lot of information to take in.
Ooh, that's true.
I don't have it all like in my brain, so I might fumble with some of these people. But
look, it's checks and balances. I'm a check what you got. Easy gonna check my work. D gonna check easy way. Checks and balances. We can we can find out. So
it's a team game. But I feel like generally speaking, there's too many chops. And that I wasn't as excited for the preseason interviews.
That's right.
Because I'm not as excited about almost half this cast. Now I will say, and D, you mentioned it, the preseason interviews did make me more excited because you kind of forget some of these folks, and even the people I wasn't excited to see on this season were still reminded me that they're chaotic or interesting or profound or zany or confrontational characters. So it's like if I think of it more as their characters and less of the people I remember from those seasons, then I'm like, okay, I'll enjoy this.
Yeah, I actually really do agree. I was actually pleasantly surprised by some of the preseason interviews. I was like, hold on, Chop, you might be a hit, Like there were some people I thought was just nothing in the wind, but they seem like they might come in and be a little different or have growth. So I'm excited. Let me pull them up, girl. All right. We have 3 tribes again. First of all, let's ask that question. Did they need to do 3 tribes again?
It should have been 2.
Oh,
it should have been 2.
I don't remember the days of 2.
I miss those days.
Well, 2 it was better because you could actually, the people on the bottom could actually still play.
Yeah.
Because all you needed was a few people to pull with you. Now with the 3 tribes of 6, well, in most cases in the new era with the 3 tribes of 6, it's hard to actually play if you're in the minority because they're just gonna vote you out 4-2 or 4.
100%. And I because it's 8, that's definitely better, much better than the 6. But I you know what? I'm conflicted. Let me tell you why I'm conflicted. One, because I think 8 is better. And I also think it's a way to kind of represent the energy they've been giving in the new era. So that's kind of the positive. But the negative is like, I'm just over it. I'm over it.
Yeah, because I feel like the new era format is the problem. Like,
literally,
they have interesting characters, but people get screwed into a tribe of 6, and it's like 3 people don't like you, or you go off to the journey or the adventure or whatever the hell it's called, and you come back and people have already exchanged like their life story, and you're in the minority, and now your game's over, and you're probably never coming back. And I just feel like the 2 tribes, and we just saw it too in Survivor Australia, how the 2 tribes can be extremely dynamic and chaotic, also because early on you have to organize more votes to get people out. You need like 5 or 6 at least votes, and that can change over and over and over again by the time you get to tribal. And that's that's the kind of mess that we want. It feels more organic. This feels more luck based, in my opinion.
Real, very real. So we have 3 tribes: orange, teal, purple. They kind of separated them. I heard someone say this when I was watching the interviews. I want to say it was Christian Hubicki.
Mm-hmm.
Was saying how like there's 3. They casted this season in 3s. There's like 3 very physical, 3 physical women, 3 nerds, all of that. And I agree with him, and I see that in the tribes as well. I think they tried to be as even as possible. But one tribe, I'm like, y'all didn't eat that evenness up. Y'all are kind of flops. Which one was I think that was? I think it was the middle one.
Yeah, I think
tribe?
so too.
I'm
I think they thought with putting Jonathan there that it's helping them. Yeah, like it balanced. Maybe they thought anybody who has Jonathan is
good,
has too much power, so they were like, we're gonna minimize the power within the group.
Yeah, you can see even by like the height or just the energy of the middle tribe, which is the KALO tribe. They're the teal one. It's Jonathan, who is really physical, but then we have Mike White, Charlie, Coach, who is 90 years old, Dee, Camilla, Tiffany, and Chrissy. And it's like, sure, I guess some of them can do fine, but it just seems like they're missing another big force that can help them in these challenges. Whereas the other tribe has fucking Kyle, Q, it's like, what are we doing? And Kobe. It's like, what are we doing? I didn't think it was as even as I think they thought it was.
Yeah.
Do you think they're going off of past history? Because in past history, Coach actually was a challenge beast.
Yeah,
I get it, his age, but I do know his history. He does have a really good winning percentage in challenges.
Not only that, but look at the women, right? Like Dee is a beast, and Chrissy. I mean, Chrissy was a beast. We're assuming she still got it. Tiff is pretty athletic. Like Charlie's pretty well rounded. I see what you're saying off top, but I actually think it's more dynamic than we may think.
And that's very real. Yeah. Which tribe do y'all think will? Because we've seen in the new era, there's been this disaster tribe who's always kind of just continuously went. Initially, I was thinking them, but I see what y'all are saying. Maybe even Charlie can just help with the puzzles. A lot of it comes down to puzzles. Charlie and Camilla are there. Who do y'all think is the tribe that is going to lose often, if there's one in this season?
At first I was thinking the bottom tribe. What are they? VATU?
Purple.
Yeah, VATU. VATU. Girl, and are they reusing these names? I could have sworn there was already a VATU. There was already a CILA.
They tinker with. They're very similar. They tinker with the names and the pronunciations, but they're very similar. Yes.
It could be VATI instead of.
But the middle team, for some reason, is also giving that they're gonna. Sadly, I think that they might be the.
Can you put them on the screen? Because I don't know who you're talking about.
We can see it on our screen.
Yeah, they're on the screen.
You don't see the screen?
Child, you better fix it.
That's never mind. Crazy. Sorry. That's on me. That's on me.
Okay, I was like, that's crazy. We sitting here looking at them this whole time.
That's on me.
Yeah, I don't know. I was feeling like the middle one, but now that y'all are speaking, I'm like, maybe they are going to be
the third one. The third one.
The third one.
The third one is chaos socially.
It is.
And flop strategic and flop physically.
Like, yeah, you know what? That's true. Because Rizgod is a flop.
Rizzo is a flop. Colby is like flopped his last season, right? After doing really good his first one. And now he's like 15 years older or whatever.
Yeah.
Kyle is incredible, but the ladies on this tribe, like
Stephanie
I think they also are going off of Stephanie was a challenge.
I agree. They're going based off of the history.
And she still looks great. Like at 51, she still looks pretty, damn good.
Very fit.
As far as an athlete, not like I'm whatever.
But no, you're right. And the truth is it really, I do think often it comes down to the puzzle. And I do think they gave each tribe like a good puzzle person. From what I think Aubrey was good at puzzles. I remember Charlie, Camilla, I remember Christian. So it's like each tribe kind of has a puzzle person. Yeah. So maybe it's going to just be even. Maybe they'll just go back and forth to tribal, honestly.
I think it comes down to the women, honestly, because as much as people put stock in the men being all these physical threats or whatever, as 48 showed us, Camilla won how many? What, 3? Eva won a lot of, like, I feel like it really comes down to the women. The women are gonna decide, at least pre-merge, how this goes. So that's why I'm worried about Sari.
Child, we'll get there when we get to her tribe, because I actually have thoughts on that as well, and that's no shade. Oh my God.
It's also so hard to know though, like how they're gonna work together chemistry wise, right? Because we've seen these teams that don't have like the big, strong, athletic people come together and just have great. That's why I'm worried about the third tribe, honestly, because they're big personalities, big egos, and I just don't see them meshing well together. Whereas the other two, I see them being a little bit more like
cohesive.
Yeah,
that's very true. Do y'all think there's gonna be a tribe swap? And what would it look like?
You kind of have to on this cast.
You would think fucking so. Was that one of the things we voted for? Did we vote for tribe swap?
I don't think it was. No.
I don't think so.
You would think it would need to have a tribe swap, and I think it will, but I just don't trust them nowadays. Would it tribe swap to 2, or would it tribe swap to 3 again? I would like for them to tribe swap to 2 tribes.
Yeah, that would be.
If they do it to 2, it would have to be a 2. But it's making me think there's probably going to be 2 vote outs per episode.
Ooh, you think so? Maybe so, because it's 24 people.
Yeah, they got to get that down. There's no way they're going to merge with 19, 20.
Wait, so it's 26 days, right?
Yeah, so they got to
24 people. Yeah, they have to.
So this is probably what they'll do. This is my prediction. The first 3 episodes will be in these tribes, and it will be 1 tribe wins immunity. The other 2 go to tribal council.
Right.
That'll bring them down to 18. When they're at 18, they'll do a tribe swap. 9 people on one tribe, 9 people on the other tribe, and then they'll just do that till 13. But that's not fast enough. Maybe we need more episodes with them in these tribes, don't we?
But the Survivor in this new era, they're not going past that, 13, 14 episodes?
Exactly. So we need to get them out faster, I think.
It's got to be where, especially if it's, I heard isn't it like a 2-hour premiere, which we don't really
3 hours?
3 hours.
3-hour premiere. Oh my gosh, which we don't really need. But so like if it's not 3 people gone, like get 3 people out there, like 1 an hour. If we can do that,
I do think it's gonna be like more than, like possibly 3 people out in one episode.
I
gotta do that. Yeah.
I think the first drop is just going to be 2, because that's. I was saying this in the Discord too. That's a tough anchor to wear, being a first boot in a returner, basically an all-star season. I see them having a hard time booting like 3 or 4 people as first.
I agree. I think it's going to be 1 round. I think the first hour is going to be them coming in on plane 1 by 1. And we're going to see them come in 1 by 1 in their story.
We don't need it. We know these
Jonathan,
people.
And we're going to see him in the bitches to the sand, and then we're going to hear him have a voiceover. Oh, my last season, I was this, and on this season, I'm this. And that's going to be 5 minutes on Jonathan. Then we're going to get to Mike. I'm telling you, they're going to go through all 24 of them for an hour. You could skip the first hour. I said it right now.
Okay, all right. If they do that, that's fine. Just don't give us the 49ers, the 48ers, or the 46. We just seen them.
We just saw them, yeah.
We don't need a refresher on that.
We ain't never seen Joe in our lives. They're gonna be like, 3 seasons ago, it almost felt like 30 seasons ago. We had Joe. Like, girl, they're gonna show the moment with Eva of him her crying and him going,
I don't need to see that.
I'm telling y'all right now. Y'all don't believe, y'all don't agree. Y'all don't think?
No, I agree with you.
I know. No, the problem is we agree. We just don't need it.
You guys are just manifesting this, and I rebuke it all. That's right. That's not gonna happen.
My question is, who do you think? Because Jeff, he's got 3 of his people he love to glaze on this cast. Joe, Kobe, and
the niggas holding the people holding.
Who do you think Jonathan? So 4. Who do you think he's gonna ask first? The question. He loves to ask you. Who is the first person he's asking the question?
Coach.
It's either Coach. I
have to see Coach.
My first thought was Coach, but I said Kobe because Kobe's isn't he the oldest? No, Jenna's played season 1. I was gonna say Kobe was the one who played the oldest season, but Jenna's played season 1.
Jenna would be.
He's not gonna ask no woman first. He gonna ask Coach or Kobe, and then he'll slide to Jenna, and then he'll probably ask Emily Flippin.
Jeff is pretty.
It's gonna be Donaldson.
Girl,
Who said Jeff is woke?
Like when it comes to like the show, I feel like he's gonna want to ask not just some white man first.
If he does, so it'll be Sari. It'll be Sari, but he's not asking another woman.
Yeah.
The only woman he would ask first is Sari, in my opinion. Yeah. I think he would ask women questions.
Yeah.
But first, it would have to be Sari. Maybe Jenna Marasco. I mean, is that her name?
No.
Girl, I don't know these people's last names.
Maybe Jenna Lewis. I keep calling her Marasco because that's the icon. No shade. Jenna Lewis icon too. But maybe Jenna Lewis because she was on Borneo. But
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he might go in order.
He might go in order.
We'll see, child. But yeah, this was the breakdown. Let's get more specific. Shit. Let's pull up the tribes. Which one y'all want to see first? Y'all choose. How about that?
Let's start at the top with Orange.
Okay, easy.
Orange. Okay.
I'm not memorizing these names. It's goofy.
Orange is I'll let y'all know. Orange is the CILA Tribe.
Can we use colors?
We can use colors.
It's right there. Can't you read?
Orange is the CILA. Yeah, you're right. It is.
Where do they come up with these names? Like, are they appropriating some indigenous, or are they just making shit?
They're Fijian. Are they still on Fiji? Of course.
Yeah, they're still on Fiji.
They are never going to leave Fiji, which is so annoying. But they're Fijian adjacent verbs. That's what I think. That's my theory.
Isn't that weird to anybody else? That's like a bunch of Americans showing up on an island and they're like utilizing some.
Well, it was.
I mean, they pay into the community, culture. Don't they?
Yeah, it made more sense when they weren't on the same island for 30 years. I think it makes a lot of sense to go to China and use words that are native to the land, or go to Fiji. The fact that y'all are in Fiji for 300 years and y'all are damn near changing the names by one vowel, it's like, okay, at this point we either need to leave the location or girl just go by the colors.
They should let them name them themselves, like they get to name alliances, right? I think that would be more interesting and more memorable.
I do agree. I think naming tribes was cute when they used to do it. I think because they've always named the Merge Tribe. They still name the Merge Tribe,
but they don't ever show it.
They don't show that part. They don't care about that part anymore.
It's randomly said by somebody, like, "Oh, we're picking this name," but you forget about it.
Yeah, and it doesn't. They don't make it matter. But that's the thing. They've chose to stop making it matter. They've chose to make other things matter more than the names of the tribes or the fact that they're on a different island. But they're not on a different island, so maybe that's why they're like, "Fuck the tribe names. Who cares?"
Which is fair, because if they spent 5 minutes on it, would probably drag them. So whatever.
Yeah, that's true. So this tribe has Joe, Savannah, Christian, Sari, Ozzy, Emily, Devins, and Jenna. One thing I noticed is they literally like spread out the eras so much on every tribe. They equally spread out the eras. They had like 2 new era people, they got like 3 middle people, and they got like 3 OGs or some variation of that to keep it as even as possible on each tribe. And I do think that really helps because, you know, Sari kind of in a way has Ozzy from her same era, but Christian and Devins aren't new school and they're not necessarily old school. Jenna's from the very first season, and then you have the 3 people from the new era, but none of them are from the same season. So, and
they all don't know each other because Joe literally got casted, left the seat, and then 2 weeks, and then Savannah just left the beach.
There's only one tribe I think they fumbled a little bit on, and I think it's the Teal Tribe, but we'll get there. But this tribe, I think they did really good at making sure it was a good mixture. It wasn't a lot of pre-existing relationships. Even Ozzy and Sari had slight turmoil the last time they played. It's not like anyone is best fucking friends on this tribe. So I like the breakup of the tribe. I think it's really good. A lot of people said this is their most interested tribe. Do y'all agree?
To me, it is dynamic-wise because I'm not even worried about challenges because honestly, I think Joe and Ozzy, and then you got Savannah and Emily. So like, even though Emily was on one of the disaster tribes in the new era, but it wasn't solely her fault.
She could be cursed.
She could be cursed, but when she did do the tribe split, I mean, whatever.
What if she cursed like Pharaoh in the drafts?
Oh my God. And honestly, if that's the case, it's over for them. But I will say they also have Devins. Devins is really good at challenges too. And Christian is really, the men and Savannah, I know are really good at challenges. All of them. So this is kind of, honestly, it might be a little OP.
And Christian's also a puzzle guy. So like I think and he has won like immunities, like the immunity challenge and merge. So like I think like their weakness is Sari, but honestly, I think they can overcome that. They can put her in the right place. So like honestly, I don't think that's my thing is like I feel like the personalities on this, because you did say Christian's the one that broke down the three, and I believe that. And he talked about the normals, and I don't see a normal that he talked about on this trial.
The normals he listed, just to specify what Christian said. Christian saying that he feels like there's different categories, and the category that they casted to actually be able to win the game, quotations, are the people who aren't extreme personalities or didn't do anything extreme in the game. They're, quotations, the normal people. And he did list Charlie, Kyle, Kobe for the three normal men, quotations, and Genevieve, and Sari.
Oh, he did say Sari.
So Sari is the one on this tribe that he feels might be the normal person. And we can kind of get into who these people felt were their friends and who they felt were their foes. Let's talk about the big, I feel like, agreed upon things. Everyone in this tribe said Jenna is a friend. I believe every single person said Jenna is someone that they're willing to work with and they're a friend, except Emily. Emily says she doesn't know.
Irrelevant.
She said who?
Irrelevant.
She said who?
Hold on. Sky Corbin
bring back the owls, Estefany.
Who? Sky Corbin said, y'all, I'm gonna catch up, but I better not hear no Emily slander. Keep it cute.
I'm sorry, Sky. You came to the wrong place.
Damn.
Hey.
I actually am not gonna slander.
We love you.
I kind of like Emily, but Jenna I think Jenna is the only one on this tribe who everyone said is a friend on this tribe. So that is very, very interesting. She has a lot of good, I guess, going in. She has a lot of good like perception for this tribe. She's the one I would say she's making it to the merge because of that. Honestly,
I don't see it though.
Yeah, I don't know if she's gonna make it to the merge. Honestly.
If they stay in this tribe, maybe. But I think if there's a tribe, I don't see it.
The reason that I think she might not make it to the merge is because she's gunning for Sari, and
that is true.
And if she starts throwing Sari's name out there and how Sari works, she always finds out when somebody's gunning for her.
Oh, that's very true.
And that person always is gone.
Very true.
We'll not talk about gameplay. I'm not going to talk about gameplay, but the Savannah of it all is everyone compared her to Parvati in her gameplay. We know what Sari does with a Parvati. So that's all I'm going to say.
That's true. What worries me about Sari, the note I took down for Sari, is everyone Sari said is a friend said she was a foe. And everyone Sari said was a foe said she was a friend. Sari has her entire mind flipped. Everyone she thinks she could work with, which is Jenna, Devins, and Emily, all said she needs to go. And everyone she said needs to go, Christian, Joe, Savannah, and Ozzy was I don't know. They all said they want to work with Sari. Now, she's so smart that I think she will easily realize this and easily flip her entire mindset on it. But the fact that she's going in with the opposite mindset is like, it just feels worrisome because it's literally every single person she said was opposite. Very interesting. So
she's the best of reads though. So and she's the ultimate social player in Survivor. So I think she'll give him that Sari mist and it'll be over.
Yeah. But she also has the most ops. Isn't she the one who had the most people who said they are threatened by her? Or was it Devins?
I think it's Q and Devin. It was Q and Devins have the most
Devins
ops.
and Colby.
Okay. Yeah. Q, Devins, and Colby. Specifically in this tribe, Devins.
Oh, okay.
Devins has overall. That's another story.
They're not fucking with me.
That's another story. But
when they're smart for not.
I agree. In this tribe, Devins, a lot of people said they weren't cool with. But also Sari in this tribe specifically.
I think she's gonna be okay. I think like Ozzy said,
so
he's down to bury the hatchet, right? She voted him out last time they played together. I think someone like Joe, she could wrangle Joe, and that could be her like shield and her guy, ride or die.
Christian.
I think also Sari's smart enough to understand that Savannah is a huge target in front of her. someone who was just out there, pulling her in. I see some sort of like left side of this tribe, right? Like Sari pulling Savannah and Joe and Ozzy, like 3 big targets, right? That everybody kind of knows their game and they're transparent players, and she's more the sneaky one. And then I see like Christian and Emily play Blood on the Clock Tower together, right? We know that's a connection there. We know that Christian wants to work with Devins. I kind of see like that's where the split I see like Emily kind of in between Christian and Devins, and then that's why I agree. I'm worried about Jenna because I'm like, someone might pick her up, but I kind of see this being a split down the middle.
Yeah,
she would be the first. Like if it breaks down in that 4. Sorry, Farrell. If it breaks down in that 4, I do think like if we talk about who's on the bottom, I think Jenna would be the one on the bottom of whatever breakdown she's in, just simply because of connections. Because I think a lot of these people have loose connections in some manner to each other, except her. So like, and I just don't. And her interview to me was like, I do think she's the right choice for the Borneo pick. Like she's the perfect person for that. But I do think her energy in the interviews to me were like, it's like she's saying like it's gonna happen. Like a lot of this stuff was like, I'm like, I don't think it's gonna play out the way you think it's gonna play out.
Yeah.
So like it was very much like this is happening, and I'm like, I don't think it's a different game.
Yeah, because she was like, I'm gonna use Christian as my lackey, and this person's gonna be this.
What? She must not watch Christian season.
Her interview was fun though. Like some
fun.
Of these were bores, and I liked Jenna. I was kind of rooting for her, but I don't know. I don't see if she'll make it far.
Yeah. We'll see. The other girl, I guess we could just finish the women because we mostly talked about Sari. We talked about Jenna. You brought up Savannah. Nobody is fucking with Savannah. Especially
well, Sari did say she would work with Savannah.
She did, which makes sense.
Yeah.
She's smart.
Because if they so no one's Parvati. I hate that they put people in that archetype. Yeah. Parvati is a one of one. Yeah. No matter how I feel about her, she's a one of one. No one can duplicate that. But if we're talking about if there's a tier of Parvati, Savannah's in that. No matter where you rank her as a winner, but her gameplay is very much like that. It's very much like I'm out front. Venus is like that. Sari loves players like that because she uses them as shields, but she also uses them as an ally because they can see each other as far as talking off strategy and things of that nature. I do think I can see Sari picking her up and saying, let's do this together.
I don't think so because, and I could just have the wrong read. In my head, Sari likes likable people. And that's really, that's big shade.
But Parvati is not.
Parvati is very likable. Parvati is very
polarizing though.
She's polarizing to, I feel like
charming,
as a threat, but no, I don't think anyone feels like they don't like Parvati.
That's true.
I feel like Savannah is grating her personality-wise to people, and this is just not, I don't know this lady. From what I've seen on the show, she doesn't come across as personable or likable. She comes across as a little grating. I think Sari can work with anyone, but I don't think she falls into the same category as, because I remember Sari's first season, she really worked close with Aris, who is a very likable, charismatic person. Parvati is very likable and charismatic. I feel like
Shane.
Savannah's not likable, charismatic. No shade.
But she worked with Shane.
That's true. And I think she has what is it called? Duality. I can see Sari working with her. I don't see the tandem relationship in that way, but I do see her being open. I kind of feel like Savannah's gonna flop. I think Savannah's gonna go home first on this tribe.
I agree.
A lot of people suspect she's gonna win, but also no one seems.
I don't know about that.
Hold on, I didn't mean that. I mean, a lot of people suspect that she was the winner of her season. They don't know.
I'm so Kobe flat out said it.
No, I said that wrong. I am so sorry. But she's gonna reveal that to them, and none of this tribe has. She's the only winner on this tribe. Like she's the only winner here. She doesn't come off like I'm not confident in her strategy, and no one likes her. It seems from what they said, friend or foe of it all.
I'm pretty sure
the only winner that said she wouldn't play. Yeah, every tribe has a winner, but isn't she the only winner that says she didn't want to work with the winners? Because D and Kyle both said they're willing to work with each other because obviously if one of them goes, then they become an even bigger target.
Exactly.
So like, I think she's the only one that kind of had, and obviously she didn't get to see Kyle's season in real time, but she got to see D's. And people compare her to D, and she's nowhere near D as a winner. But she's not.
She's not.
That's just the truth. So I kind of suspect she might be the odd person out. But you never really know. I kind of see, me personally, I kind of see Ozzy, Sari, maybe Christian, maybe even Joe linking up a little bit, and I kind of see Savannah not in that. I don't know about Devin. Yeah. Maybe Devins could be brought in. I don't see where Savannah fits. So that's kind of how I feel.
Yeah, valid point. I think Emily is the best positioned in this tribe, though.
You see her?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry, I think Savannah is going to get in there somehow.
You losing me.
Girl, we don't see eye to eye.
We already know.
No, let me let you finish. I'm playing.
Easy. I think you were saying, like, I see Sari picking up Savannah, even if she's not likable. I think they're gonna form a partnership because of their threat levels.
Yeah.
Sari worked with unlikable people. Like, she literally saved Stephanie LaGrossa and Traders. And Stephanie LaGrossa is not the most, like, she is one of the most rude people. Like, if you go back and look, she is rude and blunt. Like, I get it. I love people being their authentic self. But, like, we've seen Sari be able to play with people who, like Shane, like, she's played with people who are very. Watching 49, I did not like Savannah's personality, right? And it is grating, but somehow Sari can get through that. I mean, she worked with her son and Big Brother. Oh my God.
You're right. I don't think you're wrong in the fact that she will/can. I think it's more so. Will she need to? I don't necessarily think Sari will be required to do so. And in other instances, I think when there's a requirement, she will do it. But if she chooses her allies, from my understanding, she chooses allies that she is friends with or will like. I don't think she'll hate her. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it because I don't know. I don't know, and I actually do see your point. So we'll
see who's right and who's wrong.
No, I actually agree with you, Farrell. I agree with you when you explained it on your last point because if she had to pick, I'm thinking she's picking Christian, Ozzy, and Joe.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think she's picking those people as well.
I just think that the smartest person is going to pick up Savannah because when you see someone's on the bottom and they're a huge threat, that's an asset. And I think
it won't be Jenna.
There's enough smart people on this tribe to know, right? Like Sari and Christian and Devins and Emily are all extremely intelligent people that understand you need threats in front of you.
I do agree. I agree. I don't have a counter because you could be right. I don't see it for her. If this was Kyle, see it. If it was D, I see it.
See it, yeah.
Something about Savannah. I don't know.
I think it's not that Savannah's gonna play a good social game in the beginning. It's that someone's gonna be smart enough to use her as a weapon.
I'm thinking she's gonna play so bad that they can't even do that. I'm thinking they're gonna be like, I can't even use her.
Honestly,
I'm jumping this lady. I need to stop.
Her downfall is gonna be Rizzo. Ooh. Because Rizzo flat out said in his interviews he's telling the truth.
Yeah,
it is. Well, didn't Savannah say she's gonna?
Savannah
said some. She said some.
Yeah, she said she thinks she's gonna have to. Like she seemed like she felt like she was gonna have to tell the truth. But we'll see. Tori says, do you think CILA or any tribe will end up defaulting to men versus women, or Joe trying another strong alliance? I don't see any tribe defaulting to men versus women personally.
I see one, but I'm gonna wait till we get to
you'll
that
save
one.
it. It's more that's more of a newbie thing in my mind. I think we saw in Survivor Australia it kind of occur a little bit on Sari's season. The one she just played, there was kind of this link up with a lot of the women, but that was a little more circumstantial. It could happen, but this one,
I think if it does happen, it would just be later down in the road. I don't see it anywhere near the beginning.
I think it's the opposite. I think that
really
socially it's like, hey bro, what's up bro, want to use the machete bro, and then the girls are like, hey girl, how you been, blah blah blah,
yeah,
in the beginning, and then they realize, oh, this person's unhinged, or I can't trust them, or like they're sus, or they have weird connections, and they start to look other places, and then they link up with the people that actually work for them.
I agree. That's why I think it probably won't happen, because they know each other. Like, they know of each player. So it's more so this individual player rather than this archetype. I think archetype is something that kind of happens when it's newbies a little bit more often than, or people you don't know, because Suri and Parvati didn't know a lot of those Australian players extensively. Here it's like Suri literally knows Ozzy. She knows who he is.
There's nowhere to hide on this
yeah, like
she knows Kobe, she knows Coach, she knows everyone but Jenna, basically.
Literally.
I think if anyone mentions like forming a girls group or a boys group, for at least for the girls, they're gonna say yes to it, but I don't think they're gonna actually agree, like want to follow through with it.
I agree.
That's it has to make reality TV, unfortunately.
It is. It has to make sense. I also don't think, although we have alpha men in that sense, I don't think the only one that I think works with exclusively men or masculine things are Joe and Kobe. I do remember Ozzy often working with women and Coach sometimes working with women.
No, Kobe did work with a woman though.
A woman.
He threw away it's true, but that was his number one, and he threw away his game for her. So
that's true, and I do think, and that's the thing. I guess that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like they're all a little fluid. Or a lot of them are fluid. There are some that I feel like are very strict, like Joe, but I don't think Joe has room to do that here. Let's talk about Emily. She's the last girl we haven't spoke about. Thoughts?
I think she's in the best position on this tribe because I think she's gonna...
socially. You feel?
No.
Okay.
Strategically.
Okay, period. I like that.
Because I want the Emily that called out Bruce on the first episode.
Yeah.
Will we get that Emily? No. And she shouldn't be that Emily because she's going to be gone. But I want that Emily for entertainment purposes. But strategically, I think she's in the best position because she saw what it was like to be the swing vote when she had when they had the first tribe swap, and how that set her up for the merge. And I also think if we look at this tribe dynamic, like the breakdown, if we think it's going to fall down like Easy thinks it is, and I agree with them, that it'll probably end up being some conglomerate of Suri, Ozzy, and the two that they pick. I think Emily is going to be, because she's going in after Suri, but knows that it won't happen I don't think she can get Suri out pre-merge.
Yeah.
So I think her knowing that, her being a smart person she is, I think she will go wherever the numbers are if it makes sense. So I think people will pick her up for that because she's the one that probably has the least, outside of Jenna, the least ties to anybody.
Yeah. And she did say that she wants to work with Christian. Christian was someone she was saying she feels like she can work with in the game. Christian also said he feels like he can work with Emily. So if Christian is in a group, which I think he could be, maybe that's her into the group. And one thing about Emily is I remember she was able to like pivot like very, very quickly. So although I do agree, like it doesn't seem like naturally she will fit, she seems like someone who could pivot very, very quickly. And I kind of have confidence in that. Also, it's like, I think people are unsure of her, which is hurtful when you're considering this, but I think it might be helpful when she gets out there, because if they start liking her, it's better that they're starting from a place of unsurety than it is from like feeling nasty. I feel like most people are like, I don't know. I think a foe, I think a friend, I don't know. It's no like certain fuck Emily flipping from anybody, you know? So I have hope that she can find her way in this tribe.
Yeah, I don't think they would waste like.
Oh, you better watch those W words.
This is like, I think she's going to ride it out because no one really, like you said, is targeting her and wants her out. I think they'd rather vote someone else out rather than Emily.
Yeah.
Agreed.
That's real. Devins. He going home.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I think he can make it. He reminds me of kind of like Scooping in certain instances. There's a good example in Survivor Australia as well. There's like this very slimy man, and he came back, and it was like we knew he was
not
kind
slimy.
of Hey,
Okay, Scooping the game player, not the person, right?
Love Scooping. Oh no, Scooping is my favorite Survivor player ever. It ain't never shade over here. But I think perception wise, I think people perceive Devins as someone who is slick and slimy within the game. Like he can boom, boom, boom. And no one wants to work with that. I think he's in a tricky spot with his perception. And he don't know. Girl, them interviews, you think he was
he thought
for Teletubbies, bitch. He said, I'm just so happy
He's
to be
so
here.
happy.
Y'all, why was he an alternate? Are they dumb?
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking on that. Also, who was the one in the interview? Someone in the post interview said he was walking around with pictures of his family, trying to play off the.
Yes. Was that
who
Emily?
Was that? I think
Emily.
It was Emily.
It was Emily. Emily was like, I don't. She was like, I don't.
He's playing already.
Yeah.
No, she wasn't the only person. Someone else on a different tribe said he was just smiling, overly smiling. He's just smiling
like a Cheshire cat. Like
like everything's funny, and he's basically overdoing it. And then he revealed in his interview, he's like, yeah, I think I'm eating it up because I'm making sure I'm just smiling at everything and making sure I seem so happy to be here. And it's like, no, bitch, they know you're purposefully doing this. So you're turning people off. And then your history in the game is the man who found 3 idols and the man who got eliminated twice but came back twice. Like, you're known as this scrappy player. Like, I don't think anyone's going to feel comfortable. And he has to turn it around. It looks like he's going double down on it, So
he can't leave. He can't even leave. He can't go anywhere by himself because the minute he does, they're going to automatically think he's looking for an idol. He's gone.
Yep, literally. So I think it's going to be hard for him.
He's in trouble.
If we feel like the power players in this tribe are going to be Ozzy, Sari, maybe Christian, we're assuming.
Yeah.
None of them said they want to work with him.
Christian did.
Am I tripping? Okay, Christian was the only one. Ozzy said no.
But Christian said for shield purposes.
Christian said for shield purposes.
Yeah, exactly, because he's a smart player. That's what I'm saying. Christian and Sari, in my opinion, are the most intelligent social strategist players on this tribe, and I think they're going to pick up the huge threats. If they want to use them early, right? Obviously for a few votes, whatever it means. And Savannah and Devins, to me, fall in that bucket of get them out. And a smart player will use them to their advantage.
Yeah, very much so. So that's true. I guess we'll see.
I want to mention one thing. I'm surprised that they're not doing the whole everyone wears orange or yellow or whatever.
I heard they told them wear what you're known for wearing on your on your OG season. And Devins had the blue shirt. Christian had that literal shirt, I think. I think that's what
Q with that purple shirt and Kyle with the
It's so mismatchy. I don't know.
It is. But doesn't it feel to me it feels a little bit OG.
Like, it does.
Yeah.
Even
until there's bathing suits, it doesn't feel
coded.
You're right. So yes, Ozzy is next. A lot of people don't think he's smart, which, hey, I won't speak on that, but I think he seems smarter than he ever has, according to his interview, and I think that could help him. But just people perceiving him as someone who they can easily manipulate. I think Jenna literally said that she can manipulate him. She said she can manipulate Christian. So it's like people think he's just manipulatable, and they don't see him as a threat. I think Ozzy is safe for now. I see him not being a target, specifically within this tribe as well.
I think Ozzy is not a lack of intelligence. I think the way Ozzy plays the game, he doesn't engage in that. He doesn't engage. He's someone that gets strategy dictated to. He's not someone to dictate strategy.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's a lack of intelligence. I think it's more so his gameplay was always physical and social.
I agree.
So he looked at Survivor from that standpoint. And let's be honest, he almost won twice playing that way. So it's kind of hard for you to look at the game differently if you feel like you've almost won twice playing the same way. But I did like the interviews because it seemed like a more engaged Ozzy from a standpoint of like, I think he understands I'm not 20 something years old anymore or
Yep.
whatever. I can't be climbing trees, and I have to win the game in a different standpoint. So I think this Ozzy is a more dangerous Ozzy because he doesn't have his physicality to fall back on.
He literally said, I just relied on fishing before, and now I need to focus on alliances and relationships. Like,
Yeah.
he literally said it, like, the self-awareness is there. I think he's older. He's like a business owner. He moved to Mexico. Also, he called out Sarah for being a Trump supporter and a cop.
Yeah,
And I
that was hilarious.
Loved it.
he gagged that shit.
He did.
Those people are gonna be expecting fish though. They're gonna be like,
Yeah,
they are.
Looking around like, so Ozzy, when you going fishing?
Yeah, they're like, looking at that, like, hello,
that empty
pick
plate.
Pick it up.
Christian Hubicki, thoughts?
Actually, he is one to watch because as a fellow long-winded person, the way that right, the way he can communicate, you can tell he's a professional. The way he can communicate with people, he makes you see things from a different standpoint, and he could be shoveling you a load of crap, but you see it from a standpoint. I agree with you, Christian. I think the fact that he and Suri are on the same tribe is dangerous because the last thing you need is two people who have that much strategic capability who actually want to work with each other in a very like-minded sense. I think he's in the best position on the tribe.
Maybe.
I it's hard because I agree, but a part of me is like, that can't be right. Christian is in the best position. I think he seems like he wouldn't be. You know what I mean? It seems like he wouldn't be. So I'm just surprised, but I do kind of agree that it seems like he is in the best position.
I mean, everyone says he's so likable. So even if he wasn't in the best position, he would be at some point.
I think he's like a merge swap danger. Like if they get to two tribes and he has all these great connections with the people from this orange tribe, then he would be in trouble. But I'm looking here. He literally listed his entire tribe as friends, pretty much. He said Jenna is a loose cannon that he could use. Ozzy is someone he could work with. He listed Joe. There's like Emily even. He said she's an excellent liar and like he's cool with aligning with that. Like he's very self-aware and he does his homework. I think that people clock him as being extremely intelligent and strategic and also good at puzzles, but I don't see that being a reason they take him out early.
And everyone said they want to work with him as well, like vice versa. The only one who wasn't sure. Yeah, Suri was the only one who wasn't sure. But we know Suri is going to be able to pivot so quickly. But everyone was interested in working with him, which is why, except her, which is why for me, Christian, and it's based on what they're claiming, Christian and it seems Jenna have the ability to just not be targeted because no one wants to, everyone considers him someone who can be their friend. So he's one I have kind of at the top of the list as well for me, where I'm like, you got it.
Yeah, he's going to be fine for a while, I think.
Should we talk about the categories that he listed, or do we already?
We mentioned it, but you can drop a little more on it because there was multiple. I forgot what all of them were.
So yeah, basically he said that the challenge beasts would be Ozzy, Joe, Jonathan on the men's side, and then Tiffany and Chrissy on the women. The drama starters would be Coach, Q, Rizzo, and then Angelina and Jenna. So he did say Jenna is a drama starter.
Jenna is a drama starter.
And then he said there's going to be a few winners, right? So I think at that point obviously didn't know about Savannah, but Kyle is there.
Yeah.
And then he said witty commentary, which was Emily, Mike, Christian, Aubrey, Camilla, and Devins. And then he said watch out for those normal people that are just well-rounded. And he said that was Charlie, Kyle, Colby, Dee, Genevieve, and Suri.
Yeah. I feel like
what did you guys say? Clock it? He clocked it, I think.
He definitely
He
definitely ate. I think he was off on some of the people who fit into some of them, in my opinion, but for the most part, he did. I think he ate that up.
Pretty close, yeah.
I'm surprised everyone doesn't. I think this is my thing. I think other people were thinking this. They just don't say yeah. They don't articulate themselves in the same way that Christian does. Even in their mind, they probably don't filter it in such a specific way of this, and this. They probably just observe and notice. You're probably, because Mike White said it. Mike White was like, so-and-so is probably going to be on my tribe. And I'm sure he's thinking because of the operations of how they split them up. People say that every season. Yeah. I think Christian is the only one to articulate it in that way, you know? Yeah. I noticed they're so smart. I noticed how smart these bitches are when I was watching, because I'm like, there were things that I was like, this person can do good because this, and they would say this person can do good because of this, so they got to go the fuck home. Yeah. I was like, ooh, y'all are smart bitches. Oh my god. Last and least, Joe.
Very least.
He'll be gone at the merge.
I don't even know. I see him making finals again.
Me too.
I hope not.
The way they were talking, because this is the thing, they see him how they see, Ozzy, I guess, for a comparison.
Yeah.
Someone who is going to lose. They're like, well, this is a loser who's loyal. I love a loyal loser.
Yes.
That's just feel. So I'm like, they don't take a loyal loser. And I think that's what they think of him. And I do think he gave that. He didn't seem like he
learned anything.
He shouldn't play. Yes, exactly.
No.
Thank you.
Friend.
Just, he said everybody.
It's just bad casting. They flopped. I'm sorry.
This is my thing. No one from 48. I personally, I'm a little wishy on any new era. If they were going to choose these new era, you might as well just not done any no shade. But specifically, no one from 48 or 49. Bitch, are we done?
Camilla.
Like, yeah. I'm okay. Yeah. Not even Camilla, because Camilla, it's just too soon. I would have, not saying none of them should ever return. I would have rather saw Camilla on Survivor 55 than this season. It's just,
or Second Chances New Era.
Second Chances New Era. It's just so soon for 48 and 49. They didn't learn shit. And we've seen in the past how iconic it is to see people play right after they played the first time. I think Amanda and James did, or someone did it.
Russell.
2 icons did it in the past. I know Russell did it. Icons do it, but typically they have the same placement or similar placement. And it's like, it doesn't really improve. And it's like, you're just casting these people for the gag. And I don't know. But
Joe's giving like a faithful that you take to the end. Like Suri,
literally.
Suri is going to take Joe as a faithful, just like she did in Traders, to the end and beat him.
Joe is Go ahead, D.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Okay. Joe won't be able to articulate his gameplay. So, yes, that is a good person to take, because he's going to sit there and say, yeah, well, I played the only one that thinks that playing an honesty and integrity game is great is Coach.
And
we saw what they got Coach. You're going to get Coach's vote, but it's going to be like Cedric voting for you again. So I do agree with that.
Yep. The only reason I was kind of I'm not confident on the Savannah and Devins being pulled in thing is because Joe, not that he's a threat, but because it's so hard to pass on working with Joe. And at this point, if you're working with Christian, Ozzy, Joe, yourself, maybe or maybe not Jenna. In my mind, I'm thinking they should, because she's old school versus working with new school. In my mind, I'm like, well, all that leaves is to vote out is Devins, Emily, and Savannah. I don't see them choosing to let's do Devins and Savannah and vote out Joe or Emily or Jenna. Mm-hmm. I don't see that. I see them more so voting out a Devins or a Savannah over a Jenna, Emily, or a Joe. And Joe is really like the deciding factor in my mind, because I'm like, they're definitely not taking his ass out. That's a flop. Yeah. That's a walking flop. That's true. In my mind. But that's my last thoughts on it.
In all our minds. Our minds.
But they can literally
all our minds. I actually don't think they're gonna lose for them to even lead.
That's
my thing.
They're gonna win like the first 3 they're gonna win.
Yeah.
Devins is getting lucky.
They might win until tribe swap. You're so right. They might win until tribe swap, honestly. Damn. Well, next tribe. Purple or teal?
Let's go purple. All right.
Who put no easy? Didn't you pick this first one?
He did. Yeah, he did.
Let's go purple. Let's go purple. Yeah, let's go purple.
Boom, girl. This flop walk. This is my least. This is the thing. I like certain people on this tribe, but overall, I'm like, girl, they could all go home. Hopefully, this is the tribe that loses, and we end up with Angelina, the last standing queen, Angelina and Genevieve, because
I need her to go.
My God. Oh, not that. On this tribe, we have Colby, Genevieve, Riz God, Angelina, Q, Stephanie, Kyle, and Aubrey.
First, who took Genevieve's picture? Because oh my gosh.
You don't like it?
No, I'm saying like, how does she look that great in every picture?
Period. I know that's right. Honestly, I remember when we watched the video, I was like, this lady is pretty as fuck.
Are you guys fucking with the bob?
She's I love the bob. How do you
she can pull off she can pull off anything.
I'm not fucking with the bob.
I love it better than her long hair. Honestly, the bob eats, honey.
I don't know if it's the swoop.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not liking it.
I think it just gives
maybe the length.
Star.
I feel like maybe shorter, but I don't know.
You hating, girl. It eats.
Yeah. I'm not fucking with the bob.
Okay.
Well, since we're on Genevieve, let's talk about Genevieve. What y'all thinking on her?
I'm scared.
Me too. No, I'm like they don't feel comfortable with her,
and they shouldn't.
Ooh.
No.
Why? Why would she's like the Devons of the new era almost?
Low key. She was always like doing the voting block thing.
Yeah.
And it comes across as, girl, you're not consistent. And I think
she would have fit in the 30s.
Yeah.
When she did her interview, like, she didn't change.
Do you guys think she's like giving flirty eyes to Mike?
I think
that's just her.
I think that's just her. I think that's just her.
She was cackling and like blinking her eyes so much. I was like she would take long blinks. I was like, girl.
She's just very charming and like a flirty kind
I didn't think she was talking to Mike. I thought she was talking to me, so I was fine with it.
Oh my God. Honestly, she should lean into that a little more. I think she has a mist a little bit.
Black Widow. Mm-hmm.
I think she has a mist, and it probably could work, but I don't think she plays like that, which is why I'm like, and y'all heard her say, y'all didn't get to see how I played in the first 4 episodes, but honestly, I flopped. So I'm glad y'all didn't get to see that. So it's like, bitch, now I'm thinking.
Wasn't she like under edited?
She was, and she mentioned that, and she was like, the truth is, I wasn't playing good during those first 4 episodes, so y'all not showing me was fine, and that's making me think, girl, what are we gonna get the first 4 episodes here? Like,
so she wasn't playing good. That means she's admitting that, like, taking out Saul and Asia, like.
Oh my gosh!
Good idea. I'm just saying.
Not that,
right?
Because that was episode 4. She was saying before.
Yeah, no, and also in that situation, you got to go with the person with the power. And unfortunately, Rome had all the power because he had all the trinkets. So you kind of defer to that guy. But she did say something, and this person is on her cast. I mean, on her cast, her tribe. She did say something. She loves working with chaotic men, and look at Q.
Yeah, she did say that.
If she can hide behind that guy, because I honestly don't think Q gets voted out, because I also think he's somebody that.
But they can't work with Q.
Well, who's gonna?
But if you can be a Q whisperer, which makes me think Tiffany and Kenzie must have the patience of saints because they have Banu and Q on the same tribe.
Girl.
If you can get through that, you can take him to final, and no one's gonna respect this game at all. Like I don't think he's gonna change. Like I do think Q's a strategic player, but he's overconfident, and it has to be my way. We saw when his game fell apart. So I think Genevieve worked really well with Rome until she knew it was time to let him go. I think if she can ride the wave of Q, which you probably can only do for like 3 or 4 votes before he says he wants to quit.
Yeah.
Which on this tribe they'll just vote him out. I think she could survive if she can find a way to connect with Q. The problem is Kobe and Kyle and Stephanie probably are going to be working together.
Yeah. So I think Kobe and Stephanie. No, didn't Kobe say Stephanie is his ride or die or one of his
he
main apples scrapples?
Woman version of him.
Yeah, his sister. That's what he said. This is going to be the tribe of duos for the most part. Kobe and Stephanie are a duo, and Angelina literally said her and Aubrey are going to run the game together. So
are we putting Kyle with Rizzo?
I think Kyle is going home, And I think what you were saying about Genevieve and Q makes sense because of her relationship with Rome, and Rizzo was
You see
alone.
Kyle going home
first.
I do see Kyle going home soon.
Yeah.
I don't know about first, but
I think he's too charming.
First.
They all know that though.
These aren't people who get charmed. This is the thing. They fucked him
That's
up.
true.
This is the least charmed tribe ever. Kobe is a rock. Stephanie a rock. Aubrey a rock. Angelina a rock. Genevieve a rock. Riz got a rock.
Her feelings off. Literally.
Like this is the worst tribe for Kyle. I think if they lose, he is going home immediately. I think Riz God is going to be alone, and I think the other three are going to couple up, Aubrey and Angelina. I think, honestly, maybe even if Aubrey and Angelina link up with Kobe and Stephanie, that could even be a 4. A part of me feels like they wouldn't trust Q and Genevieve, forcing them. I don't think they would trust Q, Genevieve, Rizzo, or Kyle. I think it would force Aubrey, Stephanie, Angelina, and Kobe into a 4-person alliance out of necessity and out of the fact that they're going to be bonding with each other in these duos. I could be wrong, but that's kind of how I visualize this.
What Kobe said, he said something in his interview that I actually walked away from this becoming more of a fan of Kobe now, because I hated his hero versus villains game. But if he doesn't play that way, anyways. Kobe said that he is not on the train of voting out winners.
He did say that.
Just because they won. He said he also voted for Sandra.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So he said going into the game, he never thought he would vote for Sandra, but he ended up voting for her. So and he explained a really good reason why, because she really was trying to get rid of Russell. I think if Kyle, I'm forgetting if Kyle said Kobe would be a friend or not, but I'm thinking if
Kyle said Kobe would be a foe. No, he didn't.
Because I'm thinking Coach said something about meeting Kyle. We know Coach and Kobe are cool. I just think if Kobe can get Kyle first, get there and they develop, maybe Kyle could stay around. But that means I think Genevieve is probably still in trouble if that happens.
I feel like, but from the way I perceived Kobe's conversation on the winner situation was that in my mind, he didn't care for either. I thought that he said that because he knows winners can win, he doesn't mind taking out a winner and not using them as a shield. And I perceived it as both, as he will take out a winner and use them as a shield, or he. So to me, I was like, he would take out a winner because a winner won his season. But I think also what you're saying is possibly what he was saying too.
Well, Kobe's also about tribe strength. And I don't think you lose a tribe, you lose a challenge. Your first thing is to take out Kyle.
Yeah, the question for Kobe is, who is he going to bromance with, right? In my
and I think
is it
Rizzo? Kyle, because it's not going to be
Stephanie.
Keith.
Stephani's the bro.
I mean,
I think he views her as the most respectable person to his stature because she's old school and because she's genuinely a strong person. So I think his bro is Stephanie this time.
Yeah, fair.
But someone in the chat mentioned that Angelina and Kobe hate each other, which is very, very true. So
he said some stuff about her apparently, which I didn't know.
Yeah, they do hate each other, and they'll never.
No surprise there.
Yeah.
Who doesn't Angelina hate?
I do feel like we haven't talked about Angelina enough yet.
Let's get into her. Yeah.
I think Angelina is gonna find her people, and her target is Colby, so she's gonna be trying to find her people to go against the Colbys and the Stephanies. And I think she's gonna take in Rizgod, maybe Genevieve, maybe Kyle because he's a winner. I don't know.
She said she likes Kyle.
So I think she's gonna find her people and go after the Colbys and the Stephanies.
That's possible too. Specifically because she said Aubrey is going to be her duo. Aubrey said and Angelina will be one of her duos. Yeah. They agree going in that they're going to work together. That's an automatic duo. Angelina says she likes Q. Maybe she will work with Q. Aubrey says she's willing to figure that out with him.
And Angelina's just not a threat. Angelina's not a big threat to win. So why would they waste a vote on taking her out? I also have a theory about Genevieve. I think that if she's hella smart, which we know she is, it might make sense for her to team up with the other strategic minded people. You know what I mean? Like, if she knows she has a big target on her back and then she's a big threat, like thinking about people like Rizzo, Aubrey, and Kyle that can really kind of meta the game and just be like, look, people are going to come for us sooner or later. We don't have to be best friends, but like, can we call a truce and get out the like some of the old school people or some of these folks that don't think like us? And if she loops Angelina into that, that would leave people like Q and Colby and maybe even Steph out of that, which I think would be smart for them.
The issue is that when Genevieve talks, she essentially loves every kooky person. She says she loves Q, wants to work with Q, loves Angelina, wants to work with Angelina. She loves Jenna, wants to work with Jenna. She likes the cracked. She loves Coach, wants to work with Coach, which makes sense because she worked with Rome for as long as fucking possible for some reason. I think she's gonna gravitate towards Q and Angelina. But that's the thing. Angelina said that she likes Q. Genevieve said she likes Q. Q said he likes Genevieve. Maybe that is more of a group. Q
and Kobe doesn't like Q,
and Kobe doesn't like any of them. Damn near, it seems. Yeah. So maybe that's
people don't like Kobe from any of the tribes.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think that the way you guys breaking this down, if this went off those interviews and if these are, then it seems like to me that Stephanie and Kobe are fucked.
I think that makes a lot of sense because even Kyle in this specific tribe, Kyle was mentioned by people that they actually want to work with him. Angelina says she does want to work with Kyle. Q said he does want to work with Kyle. So if Q, Angelina, Genevieve, Kyle, Aubrey link up,
that's
Stephanie and Kobe
dangerous.
Are fucked. And also Stephanie and Kobe, let's just be real, aren't good players. They're not typically the ones to create an alliance, create a cohesion, create a group. It kind of just falls in their hands if it does. So in my mind, I'm like, who's going to actively create a group? Everyone but them. So it's like, honestly, it's finna just give everyone, and Stephanie and Kobe are left out.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping happens.
I kind of see it, especially now we're breaking it down. I see that.
I do think Angelina is going to be the one that starts it off, though.
I agree. She's so active.
I will say Angelina is this tribe. Why does she keep saying cast? This tribe has a bunch of like, you got a mix of your strategic. I like this tribe breakdown because you got strategic elements and really big characters.
Yeah.
And Angelina and Q are really like two of the biggest characters on the entire cast. Yeah. But then you also have some really good strategic players in Genevieve and Kyle, plus Aubrey. Yeah. And then she did make it to the final. She is a finalist, Angelina. So I do think if she has some chops of the game, right? I do think the problem for her though is she starts out 100 and she's never not anything but that.
Yeah.
And that could become a problem for people like, I want to see what it looks like for Kyle playing with somebody like that. Because on his cast, he didn't really play with Star much because Star was gone. He didn't get to play with Say. So I want to see what he looks like playing with people who are like that.
Mm-hmm.
He needs that. He needs distractions, right?
He does, but like
Camila did say that that she was constantly trying to make a move, and Kyle was the one that like brought her down. Was like, not yet, we have to wait for it, like patience. So I can maybe he'll do the same or try to do the same with Angelina.
This is an interesting tribe.
I can't wait.
I feel like I agree with the makeup. I think the makeup of this tribe is very interesting. I like the first one. I think it was a good variety. This one's a good variety. It's the third one that I'm like, something should have been switched. But we didn't speak about on Riz God that much.
Rizzo.
Riz God.
God, winners. Only winners are gods. I'm sorry.
My man name
you didn't win,
Rizzo.
You're not a god of anything.
Oh my God, y'all haters. That's what y'all the god.
I think Riz God is good. Like, I think y'all have been saying like that he's not gonna mix well.
No, I think he's good by default. Because there's bigger targets on his tribe.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the issue is that he's an unknown, but because he didn't win and he basically said he's gonna say it, and also homegirl Savannah said she feel like she's gonna have to say it. It's gonna be essentially confirmed. Also, they said they know one of the winners are probably going to be on each tribe. So they know the winner of this tribe is Kyle. They know Rizzo didn't win. That's going to help him already because it's like, oh, you're the flop, she's the winner. You know, a little bit.
Flop of not a god, Riz flop. I agree.
In their mind,
flop is strong. Flop is strong, man.
In their mind, in their heads, and he could use it to his advantage, like Russell Hantz did, especially because Kobe. Wait, was Kobe on that season?
Yeah, he was.
Okay, Kobe is one of the main niggas who fell for the shit, and Stephanie. Weren't they both on the season where Russell Hantz played in their face?
Coach fell for it.
Like he's in the season with half the damn cast that fell for it the first time. So he can really just play it up as if he was, the reason I'm a villain is because, what did Coach say that he said? That because, he got mad when he was loyal to his alliance and they voted him out. Girl, you so stupid. So I think Rizzo could just play it up. And also Rizzo seems like a flop. Like he's perceived, kind of like how Easy's trying to claim he is. Right? How Easy's trying to claim he is, he's perceived in that way. As soon as they start speaking to him, they're gonna be like, "Oh, this nerd. He's not no one to be worried about." And I think he's gonna he's gonna
make it far. I think he's gonna make it far.
Yes, Tori. Mind you, Riz God is winning 50 easy. Stop.
I could see it.
Tori, stop.
I could see it happening though. I don't think when I stopped watching 49, because oh my gosh, but I think he had to work with Savannah by necessity.
He kind of said in this one that he was like, I mean, Savannah, maybe we'll
he basically just said, like, he has basically come for. I don't feel like he sees himself working with her if they make it to merge. I don't see Savannah really going that far, anyways. Yeah. I think out of the 48 and 49 group, he probably is in the best position.
Okay.
If anything, they might think that he's like a GOAT and take him to final tribal for some reason. And then I think we didn't get to see it, but I think he has a way with words and will know how to get people to vote for him to win.
They wouldn't cast a GOAT for 50, and they know that. A few of the people in the cast said it. They're like, those 49 people got to go.
Girl, I think the way that they're gonna view him though within the game, they're gonna be like, you out of all people are like why are you here? Like, we thought you were something big, but he's bad at challenges.
Yes.
If anything, he's talkative, I guess, and they'll be like, he talks a lot to people. But I don't think they're gonna think that he's running the game.
But he's cocky.
What's his best quality?
He's cocky and arrogant, and they're going to pick up on that and be like, this kid.
He's cocky in the way that a child is cocky. Like he's
only what, 21?
Yeah, he is really young, but it doesn't come.
Looks young.
It doesn't come across as Kobe cocky.
Yeah.
He's what, 26?
Yeah, some 25.
Oh fuck! But he
can't even drink.
Jenna. It was Jenna, so I should have considered
he seems really young, but also I think he just comes across. He doesn't come. You don't take him serious. You don't take him seriously, Easy. Why are you playing? You don't.
Yeah.
If Riz God was out on the island, would he be your biggest threat? No.
But I would know he's there for a reason, and they're smart enough to know that. There's too many smart people on this cast.
I think they are smart enough to know that.
They're already downplaying him.
I think he's capable of not even capable. I think he isn't he isn't scary. I just think he isn't scary.
Yeah, that's fair.
And that's all. Even if they know he's smart, he's not scary. Even though I think he should be, because I think he did run 90% of the votes last season. But
now, if he pulls out two idols in the pre-merge, then they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, this kid's a problem."
That's true.
And doesn't play them.
He wouldn't use idols like that.
I think he's got a benefit of this tribe because he is someone that's basically. All he has to do is just shut up. Because, and I'm saying that in a nice way. Like, I know he can't, but I'm saying if he goes in this tribe and he looks at it like, I have Q, I have Angelina.
This is the perfect tribe for him to be on because
I have a winner on my tribe and Kyle who people just saw win. They didn't see my season; they just saw him win. So like, Genevieve, you got 4 people in front of you. By the time you get to the time for you to go, if there's not a swap, you probably emerge.
Yeah, this was the perfect trial for him, honestly.
This is perfect trial for him.
Jeff knows what he's doing. He put his son on the tribe where he's going to survive.
Uh-oh.
Oh my!
You know what? And with
Jeff
that,
Cook.
Any more final thoughts? We didn't get it a lot into Aubrey, I guess.
I don't like her game.
And then there's Aubrey.
That's
Which one? The first one, the second one, or the third one, or all of them?
I didn't like Game Changers, and I didn't like. So I liked her first season because her and Sydney ran circles, but I didn't like Game Changers because she was up under, and I don't fault her. She was up under the umbrella by Suri and then got sniped.
Yeah.
And then I didn't like her in Was the Edge of Extinction.
I agree.
She just seemed like she was a shell of herself, and I know she explained in her interviews that like she played like what 3-4 times or 3 times in like a
within like 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah. So that is a crazy thing to put on your body, and she was doing 39 days. So like I get that, but I didn't like. I feel like her game got worse. It regressed as she went on.
It's her explanation makes me feel like it gives me hope because she explained that, girl, I wasn't ready to come back for any of those seasons, and I was just too much at the same time. And now she feels like she had time to like regress and come back. But also, what you're saying is what I think other people feel in the game. And because of that, I don't think they will feel like she's a threat. Whereas if it was just her first season and she came back, I think they would look at her like Chrissy, or they would look at her like Camilla, or, these people who were great and didn't win. Where now it's like, bitch, you a flop, Which I think she's smart and she's very capable, obviously, from the first time she played. Yeah. But on this season, I don't think people are going to think that. She's kind of in a good position, I think. I don't know.
I think she's in a good position.
Period.
I think also because she's had a break, like those times she didn't have a break at all, really. And now I think she's mentally ready to play again.
Yeah, period. Any more thoughts on this tribe?
No.
Period.
I just can't wait to see Angelina and Q.
No, this tribe was a setup, because getting Angelina and Kobe, who hate each other, and getting Q and Aubrey, who hate each other, they just wanted them to fight. They said, fuck this tribe, they're going to lose, but they're going to fight and argue.
But honestly, I think there is like the casting strategy. Like, I genuinely think like they're like, how can we not have Rizzo and Kyle be the first two out from 48 and 49? Yep. Let's surround them with chaos and big threats.
That's real. So the last tribe we have, the Teal Tribe. It is KALO.
Oh, check out Bridget.
Hold on.
Shout out to Scripted Kingdom. Check out Pharaoh's.
Wait,
it got deleted. Now. It got removed.
Copyrighted.
It got copyrighted and got removed. It doesn't even exist. But I did react to Bridgerton. I'm gonna try to put it back up. But we're back to Survivor.
What is this face?
I was girl. Let me tell you the tea. Okay. The episode was almost over. I was like, oh girl, boo, gagging like I do, and then they gagged me, bitch. I was so frightened. I was like, oh my God. I was literally scared at the gag, but we're back. The Teal Tribe. This is the one where I feel like they did not do a good job. Not that they did a bad job, but they didn't execute the equality that I felt with the other ones. There was, I want to say, 3 trios of people in the season that came from the same season. Every trio, they spread out one person on each tribe, except for the Tiffany, Charlie, Q one. Not that they were a trio as in they worked together, but this is the only tribe where 2 people are from the same season. And I don't understand why they did that, because Charlie could have just been on that other tribe that Q wasn't on, the CILA Tribe. And he could have been replaced with Joe, or not Joe, because Camilla's here. Maybe that's why. Maybe they ran out of people.
Themselves by putting that many people on from one season on.
On the show. So maybe they were stuck and they just had to. Or couldn't Tiffany be on that tribe? And in this tribe, it could have been Emily. No, Emily and D are
because Emily and D.
Yeah.
So that's why. Or Savannah. Why not Savannah? She's a winner.
Yeah,
so
then you would have somebody. You would have 2 people on that from.
Yeah. So that's what happened. They got too many groups of people to group. But I do think it kind of made this tribe feel a little bit less spread out. It felt like we didn't get any OGs. The oldest player is Coach. And what was that, season 19 or something
18.
like that? 18. And no one else played before season 18 on this tribe. I don't like that. I feel like they definitely could have spread that apart. And then Charlie and Tiffany are on the same season. I don't love that, even though they weren't working together. I just don't love it. It just this didn't feel as dynamic. Even with the prowess, I don't. That's why when I initially saw this tribe, I was like, girl, they look like they finna flop visually. So yeah. I just didn't love the makeup of this one.
This tribe feels underwhelming to me.
That too. Where's the gags? Where's the gaggy people? Like, to be real, this is full of people who I didn't even think was Charlie, personality wise.
Shouldn't have been on
Mike White, stick to White Lotus. Jonathan, why are you here? D, I'd argue we didn't need any winners, even though I love her. Camilla, like her too. Tiffany, she's the lowest placing one. Love her down. But it feels as a group, individual. I don't hate any of them other than maybe 2 or 3 of them. I don't hate D and Tiffany individually. As a group, it just feels like boom, flops. Even though they're not flops, but that's what it feels.
I mean, look at this picture too. She's just standing there like
they're not serving.
No.
I mean, the three women in the front are incredible, and I'm hopeful that they squad up together, even though I agree some of the casting choices were weird. Obviously, I wanted a Tiff there. But yeah, it does look awkward. Like it's giving like not great team chemistry, and there's a few flops in there. It doesn't give you the same vibe as the other ones.
No explosive personalities. I guess Coach is supposed to be that. But and I'm sure he will still be kooky, but it's so far. Though. It's so far away. Yeah, it's so far away in our memory that it doesn't feel appropriate here.
Do you guys believe him in his interview, like saying like he's not that alpha guy anymore?
No,
please.
So Ozzy, Kobe, and Coach all kind of said that. Most believe to least believe, rank them.
I believe Kobe the most. I'll flip it. I believe Ozzy the most. Okay. I believe Kobe second, and Coach is way down.
I agree.
I think we're on the same page for one.
Yeah. Damn.
At least once a pod, right?
I agree. I do agree.
Looking at this tribe, I think out of like. You explained it well, Farrell, about like these probably other people of the cast that were like, do they really need to be here? Mm-hmm. Chrissy is the most like, yes, it was a given. Her and Angelina were like of the 30s. Whenever they did a return, they were the 2 people that everyone knew was like a lock to come back. It just took so long to have a returning season. But outside of that, like we've seen Coach, we know his game, and his best chance to win is South Pacific, and he flop because he couldn't admit that he lied. Like it's the game. You're supposed to never mind. I think the person in the best position though, even though Charlie's on the tribe with her, is Tiffany. Because
I disagree.
The reason I say this is because I keep saying this and I believe it. She's the what the F pick of the entire cast. And she's the lowest placing person, not her fault. Solely her fault, not solely her fault. But she's also the person that's the most unknown. Even though you got the 49ers on there, people have perceptions of them already, whether like they believe one of them won, they believe one of them had it. Like for them to be on 50, they both had to have done something, right? People saw Tiffany's game, and heck, Jonathan didn't even remember who she was and pretended like he did, but didn't remember who she was. Like paused for like 2 minutes. So like most people said they couldn't get a read on her. Like, I think Tiffany, I think she's a better social player than people give her credit for.
I agree.
And I think once she gets there and she gets her people, like Charlie's going to work with her. I think her and Charlie it's going to be a given that they work together. They're probably going to have to.
They have to. Yeah.
D has said, like, I think D will work with Tiffany, and Camilla probably will work with Tiffany. So I think the new era people are probably going to work together by necessity. And Chrissy has been in everybody's DMs already. So I think, I honestly think Tiffany is in a really good spot.
Yeah.
I think the person in trouble is probably Camilla.
she is the one who I said earlier. I was like, I remembered how smart these players were because something I thought is kind of what they thought. She's the person I agreed 100% with what you said, that she's the least suspecting person, but also probably the best player of the least suspecting people, or a really good player. So I was hopeful before I watched the interviews, and then when I started watching them, I noticed, and I will say, not on this tribe specifically, which I think will help her a lot, but I noticed other people on other tribes saying exactly what the fuck I said. They're like, Tiffany, I actually have to watch out for her because she's not going to be targeted, and she's probably and she is smart from what I remember. Certain people were saying that, which is why her overall, hopefulness, I kind of got a little worried for, because other people are so smart that they were clocking what we're clocking. But on this tribe, I kind of agree. A lot of people wanted to work with her, or they seemed unsure, but not in a bad way. So yeah. I do think she's good on this tribe. And I agree, it might give the new era group with D, Tiffany,
I like that,
Charlie, but potentially, the thing is, I think Jonathan is the Joe. Like, you're dumb and strong, so
everyone's gonna want to work with him.
So he's gonna be in the group, I think.
Yeah, I don't think Joe wants to work with them though. He is very much like, he and Coach are probably gonna be bro out, because he's very much even though he's in the new era, he would have fit in the 20s. And
the Jonathan Coach like machismo alliance is gonna be like the worst thing to watch.
I think they're gonna, whatever group is made, I think it's gonna be around Jonathan and Coach, because everyone loves Jonathan and Coach. Honestly, from what on this tribe, because in general there was other things, but every single person on this tribe said Coach. They're a fan of Coach, not even just that they want to work with them. Every person on this tribe wants to work with Coach, is a fan of Coach, and a lot of them want to work with Jonathan. And we're hoping, even if they felt like he might be a foe, they're like, "Well, I hope he's on my tribe because he's gonna." So
he'll carry me to the
end. So I'm thinking, honestly, Jonathan and Coach will have the upper hand in that sense. That who is going to be the person left out? I agree with Camilla. I think Camilla gonna be.
It's Camilla
or D. But just because everyone's like, she's a threat, she's a winner. People find her the most impressive winner of the new era. A lot of people on this cast actually,
which is crazy.
So I think it makes sense considering when this was filmed, because I think it was too quick after Kyle won for them to really think about because I think it's Kyle, and then I would say by perception of gameplay, I would say D's just seemed so powerful.
Yeah.
So I get it.
It was dominant. It was out front dominant. Kyle's was more behind the scenes dominant. Like you would have to. Yeah.
I agree. So that's probably gonna fuck her the fuck up.
I think they're gonna realize though that they need each other, right? Mm-hmm. Like when the Jonathan Coach Chrissy thing happens, because we know like Chrissy's gonna want to work with OGs.
She is,
and she seems like she works with men more than women, or she got along with men more than women. Then I think now it's going to be Charlie and Mike, where a lot of people that are feeling like they might be in trouble, I think they're going to be swing. I think they're going to be kind of like, who picks up Charlie and Mike? Like, and I think Charlie's smart enough to know the new era people are closer in my age. They think about the game the same way. We played recently. Our threat levels are similar, right? Like, he's going to have a similar threat level as like Tiff and Camilla. So I think if the four of them squad up together, then they can just pick one person off from the other side. From
the four being
the Charlie, Tiff, Camilla, and D.
Interesting. I think that would work. The issue is Charlie knows Chrissy outside of the game. They spoke about it. So
Chrissy also knows Tiffany.
And Chrissy does know Tiffany. So it might make it Charlie, Tiffany, Chrissy, Jonathan, Coach.
Yeah, that would be horrible.
And honestly, I think they would keep Mike White because of the White Lotus of it. I know everyone's claiming they don't care about the White Lotus.
A lot of them were saying that Mike White can stay.
Yeah. He's also just not a threatening survivor player, although he made it to the end. Didn't he bow out at the final 3? He was kind of like, I'm rich. I had my fun, take the money. So no one seems to him as a threat. It's like Camilla and D gonna go if I'm right. I think
Mike's almost in that category with like Jonathan and Joe, where it's like, you're not gonna win, so why would I take you out? I'm gonna go to the end with you so I can beat you in the final. That does make me a little bit more nervous, what you said about Chrissy.
Yeah. Mike White is here. They said, why is Mike White here? He is here the same reason there's a Billie Eilish idol. And like this is a season-long promo.
Mr. Beast. Yeah.
Oh God.
The Mr. Beast of it all.
Why do we have to say that name while we're on a Survivor pod? Like
we gotta ask Jeff.
Problem number one, honestly.
I didn't even know Jeff knew who that was.
Literally.
He still doesn't.
He met him. He probably forgot, girl. That was his grand deal for the day.
Brought that up. Yeah.
I was just so underwhelmed by this tribe, y'all. I have the least notes on this tribe. I had the least thoughts on this tribe. You know, I didn't have any thoughts on Mike. None. Nothing he said I felt mattered. I'm sorry. Like, damn.
Well, he just said Q was hot.
He did. I was like, hold on.
Even the way he was like speaking, it was like, do you even want to be here?
Yes. He seemed so unassuming, and I think it's fun in this. I think it's fun one time. I think it was fun his first time. He's a rich man. He's a director. He's just having fun. This is a director on the island. This time it just feels a little bit, unnecessary, and he doesn't because he doesn't need the money. We're losing the purpose of the game on his end, on his accord. Him lasting over someone like Camilla is just not as interesting for me, and I do think it will easily happen because everyone knows he doesn't need the money.
Okay, so, he did say friends with Jonathan, Tiff, and Camilla.
Period.
So I mean, that could be interesting. Obviously, like things are gonna change, but that was a preseason interview, so we'll see.
Chrissy also did say Camilla. Mm-hmm. D also did say Camilla. Like,
yeah,
Tiffany also said Camilla.
D. It looks like
Coach also said Camilla, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. D is the one who had the least friend of this tribe, but she even had a couple, but she had the least. Everyone else had a lot more. Charlie, I think people were confused on.
Charlie's in trouble.
Yeah, I think Charlie is the one people were confused on, or they were like, no. Tiffany actually said she's confused, but I think they're gonna. I think that's her assuming they won't be on the same tribe. Them being on the tribe, I think that will make it easy. Mike said Charlie is a no. He said Charlie is a foe. He doesn't feel close with Charlie. Jonathan said Charlie is a foe because he doesn't think they're going to get along personality-wise. So those were the two people who said he was a foe on this tribe. I don't know.
I mean, let's just be honest. Let's just be happy that they didn't do what they could have easily done and put Tiff and Q in the same tribe.
I agree. I'm glad they didn't do that.
We don't need that.
Because the way Jeff introduced it, whatever.
Yes.
This tribe is so underwhelming to me that I can't really formulate
I don't know.
I'm scared for Camilla and Charlie, but also I'm not really scared for Camilla because it seems like a lot of people like her.
Yeah.
I think out of the 48ers, she's probably the most liked. I think people like Kyle as the person, but I think just because he won, he's just in trouble on that. But I think with Mike White, he doesn't want to be here because when I watched this interview, what I got from it was like if they didn't start filming in that specific month in June, he would have never. It seemed like he just wanted a detox from writing for the White Lotus.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it sounds like to me. He basically said that.
He said that he's got writer's block, so might as well come.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Oh my God.
This is the guy that you guys wasted a spot on. I know he and Jeff are tight, but this is the dude you wasted a spot on. He really doesn't want to be here.
And he's not going home.
Meanwhile, we have 18 people on this new era second chances draft that could have taken that spot and done been great.
Mm-hmm.
The only positive I see about Mike White being here is that he's gonna get inspiration for White Lotus because I do like
White
Lotus.
I know that's
I need
right.
Q on the White Lotus.
Oh my God, that would be.
He probably will be.
He actually probably will be.
He probably already is.
Child, I don't have no more thought. I think Charlie was the one who said he wants D around because she's a big threat in front of him. So that's an interesting thing for them to both be on the same tribe because if he wants D around, if he has any influence with Chrissy potentially, if they are working with Tiffany, maybe they do pull in D as the fourth or the fifth or whatever. This is such a difficult tribe to pinpoint because it seems like Tiffany and them would want to work with Camilla. Charlie and Chrissy will want to work with D, but they also want to work with Coach and Jonathan. It kind of leaves who the fuck is going home. This might be the most interesting tribal council, considering.
I want to see it.
Yeah.
Do you think it might, or do you guys think it might be a either D or Charlie is going home.
That's
I see that.
I think they're gonna recognize that, and they're gonna be like, the vibes are off. It feels like people aren't fucking with us. We need to squad up and get the votes, and they're gonna scramble. And
this is my thing.
That's
though.
a scary duo, though. If that happens, that's a scary duo, because I feel like if that happens, Charlie probably could convince Tiff to be like, if you take me out, you're next.
Yeah, or something like that.
Even if it's not true, but he can convince her that. And I feel like then D can go to a Chrissy or a Mike and say, do you really want to waste it on me? Well, if I make it to the merge, people are just going to gun for me anyways.
Mm-hmm. My thing is D, correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like D is the most active, active player in the sense that
she's going to be talking it up.
She's going to talk. She's going to aggressively talk and socialize and try to make a structure, which makes me feel like, will she beat someone to the punch of even creating that norm if she is so forward in creating a bond and linking up with someone? And I remember her being very good at social bonding. I remember her being the reason Katurah never flipped on that group, because she had this random bond with Katurah and this random bond here. So I'm like, could D be so active to where she prevents that scenario by being one of the first ones to link up with Tiffany?
Hopefully, because I don't want D to go home.
She'll get in trouble by doing it, though, because we saw her the Reba 4 dominated.
Yeah, that's true.
So like, I think
it might get flashbacks.
They might get flashbacks to that, but like, I guess that really doesn't hurt them because they would be in the tribe with her. So if they don't get to merge, but this is the problem with returnees. There's connections that go beyond just this season.
Yeah.
So like, I'm
Fly
scared
Guy
for
says D, Charlie, and Coach all know each other, and that did spark my memory that
because
Charlie,
of Ben. Yes. Ben.
Charlie did say that D and him are really close, actually. So
isn't there the podcast link up too?
The podcast link up as well. They know each other outside, and I didn't know and Coach, so that makes me go back to Camilla.
So
what
maybe,
you gonna do?
Yeah, maybe it won't be D or Charlie.
Can it just be Mike White? Wait.
Yes.
Wait, dog. Wait. Maybe Jonathan. Fuck it. Like, shit, if we gotta
well, that's not happening. That's not.
Okay, D literally said she wants to team up with muscular men to use as a shield.
As she should, and I think everyone else would. Because D and Charlie
goes home.
Wait,
D and Charlie know each other outside the game. Charlie and Chrissy know each other outside the game.
Is that the only Chrissy connection in this?
Chrissy also said she talked to Tiffany. Apparently, Chrissy has been pre-gaming. No shade.
I don't know. It feels like D and Charlie have more people than Chrissy, and it feels like now it feels like Chrissy's the ones that's gonna go home. If
maybe maybe so, because D and Chrissy also said they don't want to work with each other.
What did Jonathan say about Chrissy? What am I mistaken? Didn't he say friend?
He said friend for Chrissy, Coach.
Because I don't see Coach letting Chrissy go. But also, I don't see him let Camilla go.
I don't see Charlie letting Chrissy go either. Like, Charlie's not going to just let.
So is it Mike White or Tiffany?
As valuable.
That would be crazy.
Maybe Mike White. I don't think Tiffany, but maybe Mike White.
I don't see
Mike White.
What if he just walks away? What if he's like, you know what? You guys want to be here
and doing that?
You know,
honestly, y'all, if I'm being
here
real,
more than me, I'm just
real,
gonna walk away and go to my great life.
I think I see Camilla because it's giving me Jeremy, Natalie tease. Like we vote now, Natalie, just because Jeremy's here, and I know they already know Camilla and Kyle are here, but it's like
true.
If they start feeling like, well, fuck, we don't have an option. I'm cool with Tiffany. Charlie's cool with. What do we do? She could just be. No one has a connection with her. Not like that. Not outside of the game. Whereas Charlie and Chrissy are outside of the game. Tiffany and Chrissy outside of the game. Coach D, Charlie outside of the game. Mike White, White Lotus. It could just be fuck Camilla, which I would hate.
I can't have that.
It's Camilla because
I can't have that. It can't be.
Mike White's like, he's not gonna win, and Jonathan's like, we're not gonna win if we send him out.
But maybe it's Mike White.
But also, he's not gonna win.
But maybe it's
not Mike White.
But it's a waste. That's a wasted vote. That is a waste. I'm using that W word. That's a wasted vote because I don't think even if he made it all the way through, he's not winning. So like, but crazier things have happened. Like Natalie White won. So
yeah. Not to say.
Can we just get Coach out first? That would be amazing.
Girl,
that's not happening though.
I think it's my
honestly. Go ahead.
I was gonna pull this comment up. Femi said this tribe got like 5 people who can go first.
No, literally.
It do, and that's the hard part. But we talk about this. Probably would be a crazy tribal council, and like
I agree.
if this tribe loses, like because for one, let's be honest, there's really only maybe 3 at most strategic people on this tribe.
Okay, let's name names.
I'm gonna name names, and you guys gonna get mad at me anyways. But that's kind of my stitch. Charlie, Camilla, and Chrissy.
I'm okay with that.
And D.
D is overrated.
I'm okay with.
Here we go.
I'm okay with.
Here we go. D's just on
I think
Kyle train.
okay. Four.
D,
we could say 4 is D, but I just don't think. Here's why I say that D can't play the same.
Wants to argue about the new era winners.
She can't play the same. No, she can't play the same game she's playing in this particular season because it's a returning season.
But you can't say she's not strategic. That's crazy. She controlled it from
because
day one.
her strategic prowess was Austin wants to me.
No, that wasn't all
Drew and right. And then Drew is Austin's buddy, and Julie wanted to be my mother. And
this is what I'll say. This is what I'll say. I think D is way more social than it's seen. I think she seems like a heavy strategist player, where I think she's a heavy social player. And I think that's the misconception, which is why I almost kind of agree with D in that she's more social. I just think she's more social. I think she succeeded through social strategy is a thing. I think she's a good social strategist, whereas I think Charlie, Camilla were more strategical in the sense of voting and this and make sure this is this and you like link up with this. I don't think D did all of that. You link up here and you link up here and you do this. I think it was more so I have this relationship with Julie. I'm gonna tell her to use her idol. Let's move forward.
I think she would even admit that herself, but we also haven't seen her. We haven't seen her having to play from the bottom. We haven't seen her, and she talked about that in her interview. She talked about trying to convince people to use her as a shield, and I'm kind of excited to see like her coming in as a big threat, not just a social butterfly, what she really has.
I agree. And I think she could do well, honestly. I think she can do good. In like a Sandra game changer sense. I could see that for D. I could see her doing really well, but I think she's gonna eventually be the biggest threat, eventually. But starting here,
I think by that point she'll have her people.
If she makes it to the merge, she wins. I mean, not wins, but if she makes it to the merge, she's good.
I think she's gonna be tribe swap fucked person.
I don't think, and that's what I think. That's what I think will screw all 3 of the winners up. Honestly,
yeah.
But I think Savannah's probably gone before that. But I think Kyle and D leave on tribe swaps because they were able to build relationships with their original tribe well enough where they're probably in good position. But I think everyone's going to be seeing that winner illuminating over there. They're going to get them out. I think D is a great winner, and she's a great social player. But I still also have the challenge in my mind. That's the thing, that being able to see her on another show. And I know the challenge is not a strategic show. But here's my thing.
Serious.
But she wanted. Anyways, she wanted.
Yeah, be careful.
She wanted to play a very physical game, and she couldn't do that on a very physical show. Survivor is not a physical player wins the game anymore, and it's not a. If you look at New Era, the social players win. She's a really great social player, but it is hard to emulate the game she played with all newbie cast with a returnee cast. Is what I'm trying.
I don't think she's gonna try to play that game again.
Yeah.
Then how does she win? Because I don't think she can win from a standpoint of.
I think again she'll win socially. I think socially she will get her
on this tribe
again.
I think on this tribe
she will grow connections. Yes.
I mean we already hear that but that's the thing. We've heard other people say about her, D is so social, even like they recognize her social relationships even before they've even gotten on the beach. And someone in the chat already said, Coach, her and Charlie know each other essentially and are essentially friends. The girl, I think she's coming in on a good tribe. And it's kind of like what you said about Kyle. I think they intentionally put her on a tribe where she could work something out the same way I think Kyle ended up on the tribe where he could work something out. They kind of fucked Savannah, but thank God I don't need to see her anymore.
The thing is, she knows. Dean, like we saw in her interviews, she knows her threat level. She knows they know she's a winner. She knows they saw her control it literally from day one for an entire season. So she's going in with that self-awareness and literally said she's ready to play from the bottom and be used as a shield. So I'm just excited to see how she adapts, honestly.
I want to see her play that because that is my one hang up of ever putting her above Kyle is playing from the bottom. And I get it. You it's a benefit to win never having to play from the bottom. That is a great game if you have to do that. I think this is the best test to her standing as a game player because she has probably the biggest target in the entire cast, I think, because her game actually got a chance to marinate as opposed to Kyle's and Savannah's. Obviously no one saw her, but like her game, people propped her up. Like she has been regarded as the best New York winner for like 3 seasons. So like I think people got to see her game and dissect it. That it is much more difficult for her than it would be for anybody else.
Child. Any more thoughts on this, guys? I mean, this tribe. Damn, you got me saying it.
My bad.
Right.
Long day.
I mean, we didn't really say much about Jonathan, did we?
The owls are back.
You can say a little one too, you know, body team.
Say something.
I mean, he's not gonna be targeted for a while.
This is what I'll say. I think he's in a good position, but also I know I give all of these players shit. I don't mind seeing any of these players back. I think the only issue was always like the 50 and them being the only one and da 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 da. I actually don't mind seeing Jonathan back. He was on Endurance when he was younger. I used to love that show. I remember him being partnered with Janae from The Challenge. Really? John A. Yes. And it's a good show. You should watch it, honestly. So I always like didn't mind Jonathan. And also he spoke about what is it? Doing his little community service, not community service, charity work. And I it's like I respect the man, you know, do that manly stuff over there and stay over there, really, like continue to do the community service and the charity.
He said that he has like a connection with Boston Rob.
Yes, and he gave him some tips.
Shocker.
Girl,
he said I got to sit at the throne.
Do you guys think anything's gonna come from that? Because he was like, I'm learning from the feet of Boston Rob.
0 vote finalist. It's giving for me.
I see that.
I talked about the poverty 101. Yes. Boston Rob is 101. You can't play like Boston Rob.
Yeah.
So like, he kind of claimed. Was that him? He was, because Mike White kept asking the winner of your season, what are you going to take from their win? And Jonathan was literally the one who was like, I can't be Rob, I can't be Marianne. I can take stuff from everyone and kind of create that. But he seems like someone who says shit. But are you?
I did like the answer though.
Good answer.
Good answer.
Good answer. Good answer.
Yeah.
Good answer.
It was a good answer.
Yeah, I thought he was just saying a lot, and like whenever he was saying the Boston Rob stuff, and I was just like, okay, but I don't. You're saying you learned from him, but I don't really think so.
Learned what?
Right, girl. We'll see. All right. So now that we went through them, all 3 tribes, I'm gonna re-ask the initial question: who's flopping? Like we really just went through. Who's flopping for it? Which tribe is flopping?
Teal.
I gotta say, agree.
I think agree. Teal as well.
Wait, flopping in what sense?
Maybe red. I mean, maybe.
Damn, well, I was thinking like who's gonna be the first?
Not orange. Orange is the tribe that's never going to tribal. I think.
Yeah, no.
Between
but they have Jonathan. I feel like the bottom tribe is in trouble.
Purple. I think purple. Yeah.
Wasn't Q's tribe purple and Yanu?
It was.
Oh my god, it was.
It's purple.
It was. I think it might be purple actually, because who can do puzzles on purple?
Aubrey.
Was
maybe
because Riz got sucked at. At them.
Wait, isn't Kyle and Genevieve kind
of? Oh, Kyle, yeah. But Camilla smoked him in the puzzles every time they did them.
Yeah, because that's what I'm looking at. Teal, Camilla and Charlie, and Charlie and Chrissy were great at puzzles. So it's like as long as Jonathan can literally drag them through the mud, which he can.
That would be so much heavy lifting. Like
which he did before.
But can he do that again? Like carry
also,
the whole
coach is no
team?
slouch. Coach is no slouch in challenges though. I know he's in his older age, but he has shown. And then we've seen older people. Neither is Chrissy and Tiffany and D.
Yeah. But also, since when does the physical matter? Isn't it always the puzzle? Isn't it always all tribes get to the puzzle?
But they have the best puzzle person on Teal.
Well, then it wouldn't be Teal then.
It's pink. It's purple.
It's purple.
It's purple because Christian Hubicki got them on orange. Even Devins are really good at puzzles. Yeah. They're so good. Purple is flopping. Damn.
Well, what? Hey, wasn't Genevieve the one? Wasn't it her in Rome when they had that puzzle and they got like 2 things complete? Yeah,
yeah. I forgot about that. There's so much new era shit that I just like left literally my memory forever.
Okay, next question. There's 3 winners. Who's making it the farthest? Who's going home the earliest?
I think we all agree.
Savannah's out first. Yeah.
Savannah's out first.
Savannah's out first.
I agree.
He probably makes it the furthest, and I think Kyle gets screwed in the split.
I agree.
I think we all agree.
Yeah, we all agree.
Period. Okay, what else we got? What other archetype? The big man. Which of these big comp threats? I would say there's 5 big competition men, alpha men, or maybe 4.
Name them, Pharaoh.
Ozzy, Joe, Jonathan, Colby. Maybe Coach?
Kyle.
Maybe Kyle.
Yeah.
6.
Of the 6, who's taking it?
Joe. And
taking
Jonathan.
It by what? Like winning?
Who's making it the farthest? Maybe
Joe
winning.
I think it's Joe. Joe probably can win out.
I got winner.
I don't like this.
Most.
He's not gonna win. But
do we want what we want or what we think?
What we think? I think the potential to make the farthest is Jonathan and Joe. I think the potential to actually win the game is Ozzy. Okay. Actually, I think Ozzy can actually win the game, but I think Joe and Jonathan could make it far.
Kobe.
What?
No.
What?
No one likes him. No one wants to play with him.
Kobe's a goner.
Yeah, Kobe's a goner.
I'll go with Ozzy.
Okay, cracked icons. Does every tribe have a cracked icon? We have Emily.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yes, they do. Every
is Christian a cracked icon?
Angelina.
No, Devins is the cracked icon.
Devins.
No, it's Q.
Yeah, on each tribe.
Yeah, I think there's multiple because I would say Q and Angelina.
Yes,
I would say Devins and Emily.
Yes,
and then I would say Coach.
And Coach.
I feel like Emily was cracked on her season, but she's not going to be cracked a second time.
That's true. I didn't even think she was that cracked on.
But she was mild. She was like cracked for like 2 episodes.
Yeah,
got her together.
That's true. Damn, I think they're all kind of gonna flop. I think Coach could do. Coach has made it to a final tribal before. I honestly
should have won.
I think he could again. Who beat him? Sophie. Yeah, I would. Sophie's my girl. I can't never speak no ill will on my queen, but.
So
do you guys think
Devins is out early? We agreed on that.
Devins is out early. Angelina, I'm scared for. Not gonna lie.
She's not a threat. Like they're not gonna waste a vote on her.
Okay, thank God.
She made it to the final though. That's gotta count. And
they might.
Most of them made it to a final. Like half of them made it to a final.
A lot of
that's true. That's true.
So that might help. Coach, I don't know. Coach just feels like the one of them who actually could have ever won the game. I don't feel that for any of the other ones, so it's hard for me to see past him, personally.
I think Coach can win.
Period. I don't.
Oh,
he's the one that 19 people said that they that he's a friend. They did. That is hard to ignore for me.
But do you think at the end of the day they would vote for him to win?
He should have won South Pacific. Let's just be honest. If he just admits that he manipulated people, he would have won.
I think if he can learn his lesson, which it's been so long.
We all said we don't believe him.
That's true.
We don't. But
I don't know if it will matter, because if he can make it to the end again, and he is explaining himself, as long as it's like not egregiously terrible, I think it won't matter. And it's just like, okay, that's Coach. We liked him. He played good. Boom. But I don't want to speak in this world. Let's not even speak.
It depends who he's going against, though. It really does. Because if Sari's there, he's not winning.
Real.
And he's talking about taking Sari with him.
Real.
Which was silly to me.
It is.
He and Kobe said that.
It is.
Like, what? Do it. I want you to do it, but that's silly.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's traders all over again, right?
It is.
He's the Andy and the.
She broke traders. Let's break Survivor.
All right. Well, before we get too much into the because next week we're going to be doing our actual draft. All of y'all will be there. Yes,
I think so.
You tell us.
Period. Okay, I'm sure. I think all of y'all will be there for the cast draft. We'll be joined by Drake and I believe Lee. I think it's just us.
Random question.
What's up?
Do you guys think that Angelina is gonna do a bit of asking somebody for their jacket, their coat?
And I would give her mine.
I think so. Genevieve said she's giving her hers.
I would give it to her.
Genevieve got a long, comfortable coat. I don't know why they let her wear that.
Maybe just for the bit.
Oh, you're right.
I'm just glad she's back on my TV. So someone help me.
Or it's just because it's Genevieve.
Yeah. Period. Well, we'll be back. We'll be talking the cast again, but we'll be talking a lot more specifically about who we think will win, who we think won't, who we're going to draft. I heard a lot of y'all thoughts, and I kept them to myself because I think y'all are going to be mad at me when we get to this motherfucking I said somebody name, and y'all was like, "Oh, that's flop." I was like, "Oh, mind you, they were number one on my list." Like,
are you cursing people? I feel like at this point, it's a curse for you to draft somebody.
Hey,
no, he just said that we called them flops.
Can you draft Coach and Jonathan and Joe?
You know what's crazy? It sounds like I might be casting those people in comparison. Like, hey, look, somebody said, "Girl, we ain't worried." My thing is, it's y'all faves. The chat should be worried because, baby, I'm thinking about y'all faves. It's just good luck, Sari. Come here, girl.
No, don't do that. Please don't do that. Don't do that.
You know what's crazy? I don't
block
think Sari's gonna win.
Take Savannah first.
We're all gonna use our block a vote on Pharaoh.
No, wait. I'm definitely not picking Flop Vanna. Trust. Now, Riz God, he's thinking.
Rizzo.
Yeah, Rizzo. And I'm just gonna not pick him just because y'all want me to pick him. You know, I'm gonna come in real manipulative in there. I'm gonna pick everybody y'all don't want.
Look at you playing Survivor.
Crack king.
Yeah. All right. Y'all get into the other shit we got going on. Of course, we have the Patreon. If you want to hear me and Lee are actually going to give our ideal Survivor 50 cast on our next Patreon episode. We're going to talk through what we would have did, and it wouldn't have been this bitch. No shade. So get into that if you want to. The link is in the description. Join the Discord, baby. Stephanie's there. Dee's there. Easy's there. I'm there. We're talking the shows all season, so get into that. Make sure you send your vote for which reality rewind season you want us to cover in May. It's coming up in a few months, so make sure you send your vote. Your vote does matter. Okay. And of course, February is hot, honey. We have Survivor all motherfucking season. Survivor Australia is coming next week. We're getting a cast reaction. Survivor Rewind is coming in 2 weeks. Survivor 50, we're still doing preseason content. That's coming in 2 weeks. A Survivor After Show coming in 2 weeks, baby. House of Villains is coming. We're currently doing Summer House. Love is Blind is this week. We're still doing The Traitors, still doing Fig Factor, still doing Beast Games. Child, I don't know why. Still doing Drag Race, still doing Baddies. So, bitch, we got shit going on. Make sure you get into something. There's something for everybody to love, of course. Child, we already showed the script to Kingdom Girl. I got to figure it out. And with that, that's all for today. Thank you for keeping it real with the Kingdom, baby. We out. Bye.
Bye.